What places in Japan or outside of Japan are currently high on your travel bucket list? Ooh, fun question. In Japan, I would love to go to Kagoshima and like an island, Ishigakijima. No, that's Okinawa. Anyway, I want to go there as well. Outside of Japan, I want to go to Australia because my friend lived there and I've always wanted to go there since I was small, actually. So, is there anything you miss from the Netherlands? Hi from Amsterdam. Hi. I think I've already answered this one, but yes, the people, the vibes, and the food. That's what I miss. Any particular advice for Dutchies coming to temporarily live in Japan? Things you wish you had known before moving? Or tips for making friends as a foreigner? Oh, so she's gonna come to move to Japan in 2023. That's so cool. I'm so excited for you. Just a general tip, language. I think it's good to just prepare yourself to a certain extent in the language that you can actually communicate with people, but honestly, don't force it too much because it's better. Like if you come here anyways, then you're going to be surrounded by the language and people that speak it. So you would definitely absorb way more and like acquire the language way faster, I think, if you come here. Don't worry too much about that. About making friends, I do feel that this is a worry that a lot of people have, especially when coming here, moving here. There's this kind of feeling that it's just gonna wall between like foreign people and Japanese people. But I would say in Tokyo, there are lots of meetups and like events. Wait, are you coming here for study? If you're going to university or exchange, I would highly recommend joining a club or like a, a club activity or a circle, because it's so easy to make friends. There are even like these kind of circles or club activities outside of universities, I think. If it's still hard though, first make friends, other foreign friends, because that's definitely easy. There's like this instant connection that you have, and then meet their friends as well, and you could build a community. That's what I did actually. I did go on an exchange, so it was very natural to make many connections, but I did try to initiate like, oh, let's do something together and be, you know, invite some other people as well. So that's a good way to do it, I guess. Making friends in a place that you don't know is always a challenge. No matter where you go, being open-minded yourself and like having fun and like joy, that's like positive vibe will transcend to any people. So that's a very, yeah, that's a good mindset. Okay, what are the pros and cons about living in Japan? Thank you. I think the pros is that there's so much culture here. If you look at the map of Japan, Japan is like really long. There's so many different climates and different nature. Every prefecture has its own like character to it. So that's what I really love. It's a great country to travel around. What I love is the food, obviously. So that's a pro of living here. I love Japanese food. Life here is very convenient. Like everything is so systemized and people are very nice and polite here. Sometimes too much. No, but I like that. Okay, so the cons, I guess, when it comes to bureaucracy and like administrative stuff. To give an example, like if you go to city office here, things are still pretty traditional, as in how they handle stuff. So a lot of it was paper. It has been changing a bit, but it's still a bit too traditional. Next, have there been any big culture shocks since moving? I mean, not big culture shocks because, like I said, I've been on exchange. So during my university years, I've lived here in Japan before. So if I have to give one example, working culture wise, it's not a shock, but it's just like experiencing everything is like, wow, things are like this. That kind of feeling more. So for example, like hierarchy is a big thing in Japan. Personally, I compare it to Dutch working culture. So like it's very flat and like everyone's really like on the same level kind of thing. The way we talk to each other and like communicate with each other, but in Japan it's still like hierarchy, senpai, kohai, that kind of stuff. So I guess that was not a shock, but I guess it's something I had to get used to. Have you ever considered doing YouTube full-time? I'm just enjoying it as a hobby right now, so not yet, I guess. That's my answer. What's your biggest goal in life? My biggest goal is, overall, it's just like being happy and always grateful and have joy. But in the short term, I want to work here for 5 years and I definitely want to continue, but I don't know at that point. But for now, my goal is to work here 5 years. I think you could get like a permanent residence in Japan if you work here as a foreigner for at least 5 years. There's a certain like point system that you could get it. I'm looking into that, but that's my first goal like in the short term. Yeah, I actually have another goal. I want to create something, and I guess like making these videos on YouTube is also creating something. I love being creative, so I guess I would want to make something, and I don't know what it is, but that's another big goal. Next one. How old are you? I am 27 right now, and in May I would turn 28. Hi Nina, do you plan to settle in Japan for good and raise a family? Raising a family and like settling, such a big step, and like it's like a next chapter in my life, I would say. I have like imagined, oh, is it better to be in the Netherlands or in Japan? They both have pros and cons. It could be an option, but I don't know yet. Sorry if I cannot answer the question. Okay, what is your personal favorite place in Japan? I really love your travel vlogs. Thank you. Well, Tokyo is one of the favorite places, but I love Kyoto as well. Kyoto, I have been on exchange there. There's just so many traditional cultures. It's beautiful, it's quiet. I guess it's very touristy. I don't know, this is something I love about Kansai. Oh, also, yeah, where my family is from Kobe, so I love Kansai. Okay, let's just say Kansai. Is it comfortable to live in Tokyo? Yes. Life here is very convenient. Like the public transportation system, convenience stores, like basically everything you need or want to, or related to entertainment or business, or everything is here in Tokyo. My family background. My dad is Dutch and my mom is Japanese. So I'm half Dutch, half Japanese. What was the process like to find your job in Japan? First, I did a lot of orientation, like looking things up, mainly on the internet, like asking friends and people. Then I started going to a lot of Thematic. Then I started doing like the interviewing process and like the whole job application process. And I ended up having 2 naite, which is like an actual offer for the job, and I chose one of them. What is your favorite convenience store food find? Haha, love your videos, by the way. Have a good day. Thank you. Lawson, Family Mart, and 7-Eleven are the 3 biggest convenience store chains in Japan. My favorite is 7-Eleven. I don't know why, but right now my favorite is 7-Eleven. They have a lot of nice food options. One of the things I buy a lot at 7-Eleven is macadamia nut cookies. It's like a very crumbly, tasty cookie that I love to have with coffee or tea, for example. It's such a good combo. Oh, I love the coffee at 7-Eleven. Yes, I got like a comment from one of the subscribers saying 7-Eleven coffee is underrated and only 100 yen. For sure, like facts. 7-Eleven coffee, like for a convenience store, it's so good. I think out of the 3, personally, I like the coffee from 7-Eleven the most as well. Another convenience store food that I like is onigiri. There's so many options. Out of onigiri, I personally like ume, like umeboshi, and tsunamayo. Those are my favorite ones. I should make a video about like convenience store food. I think that's fun to do. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, those were all the questions that I got. Again, thank you so much for sending in your question, and I thought it was really fun just to answer. I think you can notice how I got excited. I got really excited at some point. You know how when you answer questions sometimes you start thinking about things in life or things about yourself that you never actually try to put in words, and yeah, so I think that was really fun to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!